The first thing, Frank, I want to say is we need to get added to the CIP plan, the police station, the new police station. That's one thing missing on the CIP plan. We need to get it on the plan. I'm not sure what number we use, but I think we just get a number sort of attached to it, and let's get, it's not that it's going to hold us up, but let's get it on the CIP plan. It needs to be added to that.
Thank you very much. We'll get started here and run through this. Our current numbers of sworn officers for 2022 were authorized 180 by council. We're currently at 170 officers, sworn officers. We just lost one that was going through training, decided he wasn't fit for the job. We got 7 cadets in the academy right now that'll graduate September the 30th, and we have 32 civilian employees. Public safety communication, we have 14 total dispatchers as of May 9th, 8 fully trained, 2 in training, and 4 in the hiring process.
I'll do some of this presentation. As we all know, one of the report cards that a police department gets on how they're doing is a city's crime rate. So that's what some of this presentation is about. So a little bit of history. Chief Carter was sworn in July of 2016. 2016 was San Angelo's highest crime rate in recent history. There were 450 Part 1 crimes per month on average.
And what Part 1 is?
That's going to be larceny, unauthorized use of vehicles, aggravated assaults, serious crimes, sexual assaults. Over a 4-year period, Chief Carter obtained 15 additional officers by working with City Council and City Management. Officers were utilized in areas that we saw a need: anti-crime, criminal investigations, narcotics, and traffic. Also, we were able to appropriately staff the patrol division for the first time in a decade. As a result, a cumulative Part 1 crime rate in San Angelo fell 44%, or to 246 Part 1 crimes per month. So this is just a slide showing our calls for service, and if it all works out, we'll have about 90, in the 90,000 range again this year. This was as April of 2022. Some of the things that were done with that increase in manpower, we increased the number of narcotics detectives. Illegal narcotics play a key role in many other crimes, violent crime, including violent crime. Narcotics unit has seized approximately 210 pounds of methamphetamine, 6 pounds of cocaine, and 3 pounds of heroin here in the city since 2016. 2017, the SAPD started the anti-crime unit. It was designed to reduce the number. It was a proactive unit to catch crimes as they're being committed. They focused on repeat offenders who are continuing to commit crimes, and since 2019, that unit has arrested 521 individuals. The department increased the number of detectives assigned to Criminal Investigations Division. We added a child crimes detective and a cold case detective. And we did clear 2 cold case homicides by arrest. The traffic safety program, we changed the guidelines for the program. We looked at hot spots, areas of there were serious high-speed crashes, school zones, complaint zones, and this change was made to reduce the number of traffic accidents. And from 2016 to present, there was a 10% decrease in accidents. We implemented where we revived the DWI STEP program. They were trained in new software, and from 2019 to 2021, the DWI arrests increased 151% as a result.
This is basically a chart of the Part 1 crimes. If you look over there to the left column there, you'll see what the Part 1 crimes are, which is murder, sexual assault, robbery, aggravated assault, burglary, larceny, and motor vehicle theft. These are the stats on Part 1 reported crimes from 2010 to present. Not included in that 44% decrease is the 4 months of 2022. We're tracking 11% decrease right now. Future goals and needs: competitive pay, new law enforcement training academy, and refurbish the City Hall Annex, and move the entire police department there, or a new police building. Sure. It's there. It's been on there for several years.
It's been proposed. Yes, ma'am. It's
But
been
the
proposed.
dollars are different.
Sure.
So we just need to update it because it's not that huge, big number. It's still going to cost $6 million or more, right? So probably.
It's a much better.
Probably. So that's big on my priority list, is getting that for that building redone and ready for you all. I think it's a really important issue. It's huge on my list of projects that need to get completed soon, not later, soon.
Mayor, I did want to point out as well that previously, the price tag for the the police department or the station was about $40 million. So I know the guys have been working as far as the amount to bring that amount down to a $6 million figure, which is much more manageable for what we, as far as the monies that we have. So we do appreciate that, guys, for doing that.
I just think the presence of our police department being on Beauregard and Bryant Boulevard is key. And you've been living in a facility that, I don't think I have an adjective for it, but you might have. But it needs to be, we need to get it done for y'all. That's key. I think that's hugely important. Questions? Comments? Certainly the statistics that you present today, the city should be beyond proud of the work, the effort, the leadership, and those numbers speak highly towards the leadership, the plan of action for this city in terms of dealing with the crime. And in today's world of being a police officer, you've had a lot of challenges because there have been a lot of national issues out there, and you all have done a great job of staying positive, keeping focus on the job, and getting the job done. And I have nothing but highest of regards for the work and effort of your all leadership, from Frank, Chief Howard, and Tracy, Chief Fincher. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, Mayor. It's certainly a group effort from these guys down there, our command staff, the first line supervisor, but most credit goes to the boots on the ground,
It does,
the ones doing the majority of the work, both civilian and sworn.
but they're getting it done. And they do it because I think they have good leadership, and they're willing, they understand the plan. And the plan has produced the results that we need to see. So thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes, please, Larry.
I wonder if, Chief, you could talk about the competitive pay aspect of it. You did get a pay raise, but I'd just like to know how it's working with y'all guys and whether they believe that we're still, we got more work to do.
I believe there's more work to do. And I think if maybe the next council meeting may come up as far as comparative cities and comparative pay.
Any other questions or comments for these guys? They've been around all day waiting for us to get to this point, so it'd be good if somebody had a question or comment because they've waited all day to do this.
Good job.
I will add this, it's getting very difficult to find applicants, probably because of the environment we're in and the pay. We've had an opening for police applicants, civil service test for about 2 months, and the last time I checked, we probably had 20 applicants. Historically, it's been a while back since we did it, but there was 250 people that signed up. So,
Life's changed a lot in so many ways.
and it's a national trend.
It is.
Police officer applications are down 60% nationwide, but we're seeing it here.
And certainly, incidents have happened this past week have. So, yes, please, someone else had, Tom.
Frank, so when you're trying to get people to apply and come in, we're not really structured to bring somebody in laterally, correct? It's
That's
all
correct.
goes, so when you come in, you're starting at the bottom and coming up.
That's correct.
So the ability to get somebody seasoned in that you don't have to train, I mean, is there a cost when you look at what it costs to train somebody versus bringing somebody in that's already met the requirements? I mean, is that something, are you structured the way you want to be structured? Or is there something you need to do different that allow you some flexibility to pick up some people
The only
and not have to
thing
train
that will
them?
allow us to do the lateral program is basically through meet and confer based on civil service rules.
Okay.
A lot of departments are not civil service, or they do have meet and confer, and the laterals in the contract. Most of these departments are putting the starting salaries very high because they're not having to invest $100,000 in the cadet. So that starting salary for whatever department is generally about $15,000 more than the starting salary here.
Answered my question. Thanks, Frank.
Sorry you guys had to wait all day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.